Welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to jump on here and share a diary of what is on my mind. So I've noticed that sometimes in life, as people, we make life a bit complex. We could get so caught up in our own minds, and we get to the place of overthinking things that we're supposed to be doing, whether it is our occupation or something that we are pursuing. We could actually make it a bit complex. Although life can be, we could take life a bit easier, right? Complexity is something that we actually create in our own mind. Although, sometimes things may be hard. Things being hard doesn't necessarily mean they're complex, because there is always a method, or there is always a way around things that we do. Everything in life, I personally believe, is possible as long as we follow a blueprint that can get us there. But sometimes we get to a place where we feel like we should reinvent the wheel, which can make things a very complicated process. It can make processes very complicated and complex, because we get into our own way and we allow our minds and our own ways, or maybe sometimes our feelings, to get into the way of a process that we are embarking on. Essentially, it affects us, it affects the process, and it puts us in the place where we feel like achieving the goal of the journey, or achieving the goal of something that we're pursuing, is impossible, right? We've always heard that a journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. And it's really true, because we have to know that getting to the end goal of something involves us starting from the starting point and taking the steps necessary to get there without skipping steps. But oftentimes, some people just want to make things complex and jump to the destination, or perhaps they want to take the short route or shortcut, like I explained in my previous video. But rather than making things so complex, I think we can do better, or we can do ourselves a favor by really sticking to a routine, or sticking to the method at hand, right? The blueprint has always been laid for us, and sometimes we're doing something that other people have done. Essentially, there's nothing new under the sun. Whatever we're trying to do, whatever we're trying to accomplish, has been done before, except we are doing it perhaps similarly with our own unique touch to it. That is to say, we can't reinvent the wheel, because there is no invention. There is always discovery. And discovery really means trying to uncover what is already there. And that involves, tapping into our own unique skills, talents, and abilities to be able to figure those things out. Some also involves really tapping into our intelligence and intellectuals to be able to figure things out by putting puzzles together and logically trying to put pieces together to make things happen. So essentially, complexities are things that we really create for ourselves. Although things and processes are not necessarily supposed to be complex or complicated, we complicate things for our own selves, which makes it a bit harder than what it already is. Sometimes in life, we have to get to the place where we are kissing. And what do I mean by kissing? Kissing is an acronym that a lot of people have really used to help them through a hard process. And kissing really means, that is KISS, keeping it simply stupid, or keeping it stupid simple. And that is really how we can figure things out to make it less complex for us. Keeping things so simple by following a blueprint that has already been laid out for us. Yes, it sounds so easy to say, but we got to get to the point where we're keeping things so simple so that we don't make it complicated for us. And that can be the only way we can achieve the goals or the things that we have put on our hearts and minds to achieve. So following the blueprint, and if it gets hard, of course, we got to ask for help. We cannot really do things on our own unless we get people that have the experience to help us out. But let's not make things too complicated for us, because essentially we can make things so simple by following the blueprint and following a methodology that has been laid out by people that have the experience already. Keep things simple and ask for help when you need it. That's all I have for you. And I hope this is helpful and valuable to you. Continue to watch me. I appreciate you for you already subscribing and liking, and keep on grinding, and catch you in my next video.